Okay, I'm gonna, oops.
Rich, here's how intercepts work. When you play an intercept card, you can use your Germans to attack any merchant vessel on the other side. Okay, but that merchant vessel can only be attacked once. You can't use like all three of your warships to attack the same vessel. When you play an intercept card to use the British dice on the intercept card, then you can attack a revealed raider or a German warship. So the intercepts don't necessarily specify what you can attack and by what. It's the game situation. Right now, all of our German vessels are raiders or pirates, and so they aren't recognized, and so none of the British attack dice are useful right now because you can't attack a raider until it's revealed as a raider. So right now we're basically picking off each other's merchant vessels using our German ships.
And then there are cards that can reveal the warships and things like that that make them exposed like I was earlier. And then there are cards that help you reveal back. But as it stands right now, he can't attack my German guys.
Okay, so you're attacking with good hunting?
Yes, I'm using the Leopard to attack your two highest value cards on your German, your British line there, the Georgia and the Troilus, I think.
Okay, and I'm going to use triple Q again to reveal that vessel.
So there's no challenge response there.
Nope, that's actually a good card because it is there is no challenge on it, so it's automatic.
So now I'm open for attack. On your next turn, you have the capability of attacking my German guy, which is worth 19 points. So that's part of the reason why the back line is so important to keep. Is that's a lot of points.
Okay, so go ahead and.
I was getting scared for a second there. Okay, so that's the.
Okay, so that's modified to 7, right?
Why is he modified?
It's a night action.
Oh, yes, thank you.
This card has the black. It's easy to miss. Okay, you sunk that 3-pointer.
I was going after the two highest ones, the Giorgio and the Troilus. So you can re-roll if you want. Doing left to right again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong. line. I was looking at your merchantmen. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Well, the perils of Vassal. Okay, so you're hitting the Giorgio. Okay, so I should have rolled a blue die. My bad. Okay, it's a 6, so he's damaged. Now here's what damage does. Next time he attacks it, there's a -2 modifier to the defense roll. And also, since he's damaged, I can't try to, let him try to escape.
Alright, rolling the second attack on the Troilus. -1, -1. And 8.
And he also is damaged.
This is good. Drew a card, and your turn.
Alright, we're going to start off with a submarine, U-27. Now this is an action card event. There's no submarine ships in the game per se. They come into play through the action cards. So I'm going to use the submarine U-27. He's going to attack a single merchantman with torpedoes. And the torpedo attack rating on the card here is the coin that shows the green, the blue, red, and white. And I'm going to go ahead and take on the King George with it. Do you have any defensive cards that could impact this?
No.
You'll notice that the submarine card also has a gun attack coin and a defense coin. There are cards that he could respond with that could cause a gun engagement or cause the submarine to come under attack, in which case I would have to roll for defense for the submarine. And if the submarine is sunk, then this action point card, or this action card here, is worth victory points. You'll see it's got 11 victory point notation near the top. So we're going to attack the King George with this, and we're rolling blue, red, and white. Nice.
Ooh, this is tough. And I'm rolling the white defensive roll off my card. Not so nice.
Alright, so we sunk the King George. And next we're doing a surprise intercept with the we're using the Royal Navy portion of the intercept card, so we're throwing a blue and a green die, and then we're supplementing it with a surprise attack, which means the British forces are going to maximize their intercept +2 to the attack. So it's going to be +2 to my die rolls against the Leopard. So it's modified to 7.
And my defensive roll of green. So I take damage.
Well, we damaged him.
Alright, now the British, you automatically draw a new card. The Germans, you have to have a card to replace.
And we're down to 9 action cards remaining in the round.
Okay, attacking with the Leopold. Okay, and I'm attacking your 2 highest values, which are damaged. Do you have any defensive?
Negative. Now remember, you're going to be modified by -2 because you're damaged, so we're both basically washing out here.
Left to right? Okay, best roll is a 3.
Well, it's better than a 0, so he's sunk.
Okay, rolling again.
Yeah. And this is here where it gets interesting in a game where you got more than 2 players. If you damage a vessel, you basically are giving points to the person to your left or your right, depending on how you're playing around the table. Oh, he survives. Now, because he's damaged, even though he didn't damage him again per se, even though he's damaged here, because he's damaged, I should say, already, he cannot try to make passage, so he's stuck with that.
Alright, your turn.
I'm just playing double second chance, so I'm going to draw a card, and it's my turn again.
Okay. That's a great card to have when you do some damage to somebody, to play again to do that extra damage to hit him again.
Or when you just don't have a whole lot of options in your hand and want to try something else. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and try this. We're going to lay mines, and I have a mine equipped. You'll notice that my raiders at the top there, you'll see that the Berlin and the Grafe both have a little mine symbol in the upper right hand corner, which means they are capable of laying mines. So they are able to do this. But the Seedler, if all I had was the Seedler, I wouldn't be able to play this card because I wouldn't have any vessels capable of doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack all of the merchantmen of an opposing player's force, and I'm going to use the attack dice on the action card here itself. So it's a blue and a red, and we'll go from left to right. I don't think there's any responses that could impact this, yeah?
I don't think. I think there is a card, but I don't have anything that can affect it.
Okay, so we got an 8 on the Buenos Aires. What's the difference between merchantmen and prizes? Well, a prize is a merchantman that you capture from your opponent, and it's worth double victory points. But it could be sunk by your opponent.
Okay, I'm rolling my defensive red.
So say, for example, let's just for sake of argument say that I captured the Buenos Aires. That would be worth 6 victory points, but instead of putting him back there with my victory points, I would actually put him back by my warships and raiders, and he would be unrecognized until my opponent played a card that would recognize him, and then he could use the Royal Navy to sink him in order to finish him off, so that he wouldn't be able to be used by the Germans. But if I end the game round with a prize in my line that survives, he's worth double victory points. Okay, let's hit the Stout. Looks like my best roll there was a 3. And you get a red die. Crap, he gets to try to make passage. And I need to roll a 4. Nope, he makes passage, so go ahead and rotate that 190 degrees, put it in your victory pile. He's worth 6 points for Charles. So my attack backfired. Alright, last one, hitting the Luxembourg. 4 is the best I had on him.
Woo! Well, I got a white die in response, so 4 was the very best I could have gotten, so.
Okay, you can try to make passage there with the Luxembourg.
Okay. Alright, your roll.
Crap, that's 10 more points. So I gave you 16 points and I got 3 for myself. So that entirely backfired.
Now, had the chance to play this with Jim Day when I was at PresCon, and the Seedler is probably one of the coolest cards in the game, or like history-wise and stuff. It was actually a sailed raider. It was one of the few with sails, and one of the cool things about this era, World War I and stuff like that, is that most of the ships were fueled by coal, and this one stayed out to sea the longest, I think almost a year, just because it had the capability of fueling itself. There's also a card called Boarding Pass, which allows you to board another ship and basically steal the coal from that ship in order to fuel your own, which is another thing they used to do back then, too.
Charles, we got to get you to buy a new microphone, man.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jordan, when you use the intercept portion of a card, if you're using a German vessel to intercept, you ignore pretty much the text on the intercept portion of the card. The text portion on the intercept side of the card is only when you're using the Royal Navy to attack warships, recognize raiders, and prizes. Any intercept card can be used by a German vessel to attack a British merchantman.